Swat! What's up, everybody? It's your main man Bennett back here and again, and welcome back to the Nacho Mama's Fantasy Football League Volume 7. And this is the week... God, never prepared. Week 9. Week 9 power rankings. Let's get it to Decisive! All right, here we go. I got my drink. I want to make sure I'm, not parched. So let's jump right on into it. We're going 12th place team in these here rankings. And of course, staying right here at 12th, it's Team Rob's. Notes say... So we're going to move on to the 11th place team. 11th place team in these here rankings. And it's... the Ghost of Bongtown. That's right. Andrew did get the victory against the Moldy Biscuits, which takes him, took Moldy Biscuits off the top spot of these rankings. Spoiler alert. But, it moves Andrew to 2-7 on the year. Gotta like Alvin Kamara and Cortland Sutton combined them for 46 points. Pretty solid. And that's all we got for that. So we're going to move on to the 10th place team in these here rankings. 10th place out of 12. And it's Dork. Dork came in hot. That's right. Randy dominated the Quin Dynasty this week. I offered him a victory, and we gave him a victory. And so he scored like 140 something, a whole mess of points. Saquon Barkley, Devon Achane, Aaron Rodgers, they combined those three boys for 86 points. Gonna feel pretty good about that. He takes on Grand Salami time, and hey, maybe this team can win out. It is still early enough for stranger things to happen. We will move on to the 9th place team. 9th place team in these rankings, and it's the Quin Dynasty. Quin Dynasty comes in at 9. What can we say? Not feeling very good. So we'll move on to the 8th place team, and that is going to be Betta W Chedda is in 8th place, up a slot. What? I think my note was that went up against a really tough team, and it's a bitter pill, and I know that he wants to win and win big, and this hasn't been the best season. So we need a hero. We need a hero, and I think... it could be Romeo Dobbs. Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Or perhaps Jawan Jennings. Time will tell. Move on to the 7th place team. 7th place team in these rankings, and it's McDicker Pitts. McDicker Pitts, staying at 7, I think. Lost by less than a point. I think that Tanner has now won by less than a point, and he has lost by less than a point. So he has experienced the poetic victory and the defeat. The razor-thin margin. He'll look to right this wrong against Team Diaper Funds, who's a real deal Evander Holyfield type team. So we'll move on to the 6th place team. And the 6th place team in these year rankings is O-Side! Way to go, baby. Darren's squad didn't get the job done. Goes down a slot, and I blame Jared Goff. 11 points, pitiful. Not that Darren had any options available. Would have had to probably go to the waiver wire, but Goff just needed 5 additional points, and it would have been a different story. Anyway, we'll move on to the 5th place team. 5th place team in these year rankings, and it's Master Cook. Master Cook, of course, 6-3. Got the victory, but I'm moving him down. Because if not for Patrick Mahomes scoring 30 points, 31 points, which is a medical miracle for him this season. He hasn't done anything like that, I don't think, all year. So for him to do that, when Allen's team didn't do so good, it's just right place, right time. The 6-3 team in the hunt, in the thick of it. Jonathan Taylor, Sam Laporta, Marvin Harrison, they're going to get their groove going. So, hey, Allen, you got a team. Snip, snip. We're going to move on to the fourth place team. Fourth place team in these here rankings. And grand salami time. That's right. It's Katie's team. Got the win by a very small margin. Needed everything to work out. She even had a player, I noticed, that gave her a negative point. Negative point, which is silly. Joe Burrow got about 40 points. So, on the other hand, Tanner played Kyler Murray, who got less than 5 points. Brutal. It's brutal. Juxtaposition. Over here, very, very good. Over here, what I do. Very versatile, full range of motion team. Katie's got a great team. Takes on Dork this week. We'll see what happens. And we're going to move on to the third place team. Third place team in these rankings is Moldy Biscuit. Moldy Biscuits coming in 3. Lost to the Ghost, but it was just by a few points. Could have played Rico Dowdle instead of Travis Etienne. Got the win. Could have played Jerry Jeudy instead of A.J. Brown. Got the win there. But here we are. And 6-3, there's a few 6-3s out there. And this be one of them. So done. Who's the Moldy Biscuits taking on this week? Uh-oh, it sounds like Michael's in trouble. Don't poop your pants, Michael. You're taking on the Fancy Lads. So there you go. Moving on to the second place team. Second place team in these year rankings, and it's Team Diaper Funds. That's right. Got the win. Close game. I think only won by about 5 or 6 points. But it didn't matter that Amari Cooper and Tyler Conklin combined for less than 1 point. Didn't matter. Because Baker Mayfield, J.K. Dobbins, Zay Flowers, they combined for 70-something. You're going to be okay. I think that Corey's the top 6-3 team. Of the 6-3 teams, I put Corey at the top of those teams. I think that is players. I just like the upward trajectory motion. So, takes on McDicker Pitts. What you gonna do? And that takes us to the top team, the number 1 team, the best team. Best team we got. Come on, fellas and lady. It's the Fancy Lads. Give it up for Whitdo. He scored the most points of anybody this week with like 148.14. No? How many? He scored some points, right? Anyway, I know he scored the most points of anybody. I just don't even know. 148 flat. That's what he did. 148 points is what you did. So good for you, Whitney. Jackson Smith and Jigma, Josh Allen, Derrick Henry combined for 87. Probably going to have a good time. Top dog. Only team that's 7-2. So obviously is going to be at the tip top of these here power rankings. What you going to do about it? I don't know. Let's see if he maintains this level of supremacy as he takes on the Moldy Biscuit. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week. Make it a great day.